As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing is Jackson. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it goes fairly incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And Cook has it left side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have the Vikings 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. The Vikings at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Hey, check that. Three.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second and 1. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. So problems with Eric passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. It feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Hey, check that.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's second and 2 now from the 3. Back to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Right down the middle, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Out to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Jackson now. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been a 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. Tucker's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Out of CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
There's some space here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
2nd and 13. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Gain there of 21 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the work potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Cook up the gut. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Now 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Touchdown! C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up the throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Come on, come on.
They'll look to throw again.
They'll dump this off to Cook. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Ready.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on first down.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. A 10th carry of the game for Cole. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Cook, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ballgame, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running for the 1st time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Once more, it's the fullback Ham. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second down and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Jackson on first down. Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Jackson now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Fournette on the counter. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Leonard Fournette halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline. They want to do it with some gusto, too.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Cook again. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Handoff comes to Cook.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Head in the street. Head in the street. Big Lion.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to work.
97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. On 2nd down, Cook. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
They're bringing a spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win. So this is when you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate.
Wow, man. Somebody said what up to me, so what up to them. What's good? We don't talk too much after these games. Try not to. But that was probably one of my best games offensively this season. Felt in control, if that makes any kind of sense. There was still some hiccups. I got sacked twice.
And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week.
I got to face the Lions next week.
It's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.
I feel like I did a good job spreading the ball around today as well. Those 2 sacks, man. I mean, I tried to roll out on one of them, and the other one, I double tapped R1 and whatever. Let's take a look at. I'll tell you one thing, man. Early picks suck. I mean, if you're the other team throwing it, just. Got the Darius on his edge right here. He threw it quick, right? Threw it quick. He don't got no wheels. It's like a little delay route. Yeah, I had Juju wide open too, man. And I feel like it was a tad late too. I should have thrown it this year. I just can't see it, the total. I can't see everything on screen. But Juju, I had to keep that in mind. Not sure why he maybe shaded inside, but Juju's wide open. But I'll take it. This was kind of unexpected. I was looking to throw this route right here where Jefferson sits down, but I didn't think the way it was just too tight. This linebacker never moved, so I was like, that route's gone. Juju on a little speed out. This is a good little route right here too. I'm not sure what happened here. I tried to pick it up. He tried to throw a screen pass. Yeah, it just got blown up. I mean, what is this? I mean, he should be sprinting, right, Aaron? Wow, this is a good. So, again, I tried to run. That's the same route again. Kind of different. Trying to get this sit down route right hand, right in front. He sits on it. I guess I had Jefferson here, but I have Kind of ran that a bunch of times. But this is wide open right here. I'm not sure what route Juju's on right now. But I said, let me just throw it, hopefully. And it worked. He tossed this one deep. The deep ball this year, I've spoken to about a few times. It's tough this year throwing that deep ball. I want to see what he saw. He thought he could have. Nah, that's not a good route. I mean, this guy gets out here fast. Who the hell is this? 43, yeah. Calhoun. Thought I had this go out here. Oh, I wasn't sure where to go with the ball. I didn't expect to get that pass. I mean, the only thing that was sort of open. Yeah, this sack. The play action was good. He covered it well. I probably could have thrown it right here, but I don't think the window was open just yet. Jefferson had coming across the top. And Juju run across. And I tried to throw it away. I should have stepped up and not out. Yeah, he was getting there before me. That's why I didn't throw it. I take the sack. Could have went back to Ham. Could have went up here. So I gotta look for this Juju on this dig. Definitely been a touchdown. Take a look at it without moving it. Step up. Yup. If I just step up, Juju's open. I got locked onto the X route. The crossing route. That was bad. Bad by me. Lamar sacked. Oh, this was just one of my, been working on this. Obviously, everybody does this. Overstorm Brave. But he sent, I mean, he's got 4. He's got 4 going out. 5 going out. I just dove and just see if I can get there. Pretty lucky on my end. This was another good read by me as well. I'm not sure why Herb is on this route, unless I misread my initial, whatever the diagram was. I don't know. I don't remember him being on a post route. He's wide open. Tried to send the house. I mean, I see this many guys. Nobody deep. It's got to be heat, you know. Just waited for that linebacker to scoot on over. He did this twice, and I missed it the first time. It feels like he ran commit. I thought I almost missed it too. I thought it was too high. Look at the elevation, Jesus. Boy. I'm gonna pick by Dancer. This is, I don't want to give away my secrets, but 50-50 here. I wouldn't have been mad if he had caught it. Definitely wouldn't have been upset if he had caught it. Just sitting here trying to deter. That's not bad. I mean, yeah, whatever. I was gonna say something, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Sometimes I just feel like the game just lets stuff happen. I definitely should have taken control right here. And maybe it's a pick. But I decided to not do it. Fournette with the TD. Like the coverage had gotten soft. Like I didn't know what to expect really, so Dalvin Cook had a big run somewhere. They didn't show it. That's pretty much it. I'm out. Finish game. Oh man. 5 offensive TDs. Ugh. Bryce Callahan. Man to man. This guy was a good pickup. Needed the corner. I'm surprised he hit the open market. Alright. Alright, that's it for my stream, y'all. Let's see what this guy said to me. Oh, 10 morale. Look at that. No XP. Alright, I'm out.